Hello everyone. Today we'll be talking about problems and solutions while you are doing the 3D sublimation printing. In the previous videos we have talked about that what is 3D sublimation printing, how to do the 3D sublimation printing process, and what are the items that you can make using the 3D sublimation printing process. But as we all know that whenever we are using any technology, whether it be new or old, we usually face some issues with it, and we usually want their solutions. So here we are talking about problems and solutions while you are doing the 3D sublimation printing. The first problem that you will very often encounter, or you may be encountering, is the problem of banding. So the problem of banding, as we know, is that colors appearing in bands. So as you can see here, this is the problem of banding, that colors are missing from the places from where they should not have been. It should have appeared like this, but it appeared like this, and this is why this is called as banding. So colors appears in bands of color, missing colors in the print. A reason for banding is that print head nozzles have clogged. So as we know that sublimation ink is very prone to drying up quickly, whether it be sublimation ink or whether it be any other ink for that matter, ink is very prone to drying up very quickly, and especially if you keep it at a very airy and very at a place which has very high temperature, because then it will dry up very quickly. So similarly, in 3D sublimation printing in the printer, if the print head nozzles have clogged, or the ink has dried, or if you are not regularly using the printer, or you are keeping the printer open for long, or if you are not regularly using the printer, then all these reasons are that the banding can happen. The solution can be that regularly use the printer, keep it at a place where there is not much air but the place is dry. In further slides we'll be discussing that why you need to keep it at a dry place. And just clean the head nozzles regularly. There are printers which are offered by Ricoh which do the head nozzle cleaning automatically when you switch it on. But in printers from like Epson, you need to clean the head nozzles with giving some command. So if such a problem appears in your printing, you can look out for these solutions. Another problem is the moisture issues. So as we said that if you are keeping your printer or your ink is exposed to a lot of moisture, or even your sublimation input like the 3D sublimation heat transfer paper is exposed to a lot of moisture, because this paper is very prone to moisture, it absorbs moisture very quickly. So if you are keeping it at such a place where moisture is very much available, and hence the paper absorbs moisture very well, then it will disturb your printing. What will happen is that when this paper is kept in the printer, that is in the photo printer, and you try to transfer the image, at that time the moisture in the paper due to the heat of the printer will get converted into steam, and this steam will not allow the colors to be printed at the appropriate places in the appropriate quantities, which will eventually lead to wasting your time, wasting your resource of heat transfer paper, wasting the ink, everything. So it's better that you keep these papers and even the printer at a place where there is no moisture available. There are machines like dehumidifiers available in the market. You can take them for your sublimation room, and you can put up a dehumidifier machine wherever you find that there is a lot of moisture in the air. You can just take that machine and put it in your room so that it can absorb the entire moisture in the air, and it will help you to save your time, save your resource. Other problem that moisture issues will encounter will be like color shifting, bleeding of images, and uneven solid color filling, as we discussed before. The solution is keep the heat transfer paper in cool and dry place, a place which is absent of moisture, and even for that matter you need to keep your printer also in a cool and dry place which is absent of moisture. Another problem that we usually encounter is that of ghosting and gassing out. So ghosting means blurry images, shadow effects on the paper, as you can see here, and gassing out means burst of ink outside the image area. So ghosting is like when it's not properly printed, as you can see here, and gassing out is when the ink droplets actually they burst out in big blots and they ruin the entire image. So it's very peculiar. to see ghosting and gassing out problem in the print, because first reason is that usually the paper is not tightly fixed on the blank. So whenever you're doing the printing, try to fix the paper tightly on the blank. Use the heat resistant tape. It will help you to secure the paper tightly on the blank, and it will help you preventing ghosting and gassing out of the ink. Yet another problem is that output colors are imperfect. So like output colors, what you see in the computer does not come out on the paper, and you just wonder that why this thing has happened. So actually we'll tell you that what is the reason. So basically the images, they change their mode when they transfer from computer to the printer. So due to this change in mode of the image from printer to the paper, the colors actually differ a lot. What colors you see on the computer does not actually come out on the paper, which actually frustrates you at times. So color also changes from printing to pressing, like from printing on the paper to pressing it on the blank. Even then there is color change. So basically every color is changing 2 times. First when it is changing in the printer from the computer to the paper, and then when it is changing in the sublimation machine from the paper to the blank. So this eventually leads to output colors coming out imperfect and not as you want. So try to take a hit and trial method for this, because colors can't be guaranteed actually. So select the most nearby color to what is required, and try to print the items whichever you are printing in the best possible way, so that even if the output colors are not very accurate, if they are not even very to the point, even still then the customer is happy with it. So try to make the quality of your print good. Try to select the most nearby color which you can think of, and that will help you. The last problem that we mostly encounter is that transfer lines on the images. Now what happens is that the edges of the transfer sheet get shifted to blanks while printing and pressing. It is a very common problem we see, that the edges of the transfer sheet, that the 3D transfer paper, it gets shifted on the blank. So it usually happens when we have actually put a lot of pressure and lot of temperature in the 3D sublimation printing machine. So if you see such thing happening, that the transfer lines are shifted on the image, just try to reduce the temperature and the pressure, and you'll be good to go. So we are a website, www.sublimationjoy.com, and we are actually dealing with all the inputs related to 3D sublimation printing process. Also, we are the leading suppliers of all the sublimation products. Like we are the leading suppliers for all the products which work as inputs for the 3D sublimation process, and also we actually produce outputs. So you can reach us at 9849612387. This is our website. You can visit our website. Please do visit our website. Please do subscribe to our channel, and please do like our video, so that we can keep you posted with whatever new videos will be coming up on our channel. Thank you everyone. Have a great day.